A military court in the Democratic Republic of Congo has sentenced 37 defendants to death for their roles in a failed coup attempt. Now, those condemned include 3 U.S. citizens, as well as a Belgian, Briton and Canadian. The court acquitted 14 other defendants. The verdicts were read out in a tent on the grounds of a military prison in Kinshasa. On May 19th, armed men briefly occupied an office of Congo's president. They were led by Christian Malanga, a US-Congolese opposition figure who was killed while resisting arrest. The condemned defendants can still appeal their sentences. All right, for more on this now, I'm joined by our correspondent, Jonas Gerding, who is following this story for us in Kinshasa, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Jonas, what more can you tell us about the coup attempt and the people who were involved?
Yeah, so the mastermind of the whole thing is this Christian Malanga. He's of Congolese origins, but he's been living a lot of time abroad in the US. And he has brought together this team. He went to the DRC, hired other people on the ground, and in the middle of the night, they tried first of all to attack the house of the president of parliament, Vital Kamerhe. They failed, but they killed his bodyguards. And then finally they moved to the president's office, where they actually managed to enter and where they were live streaming and saying that they wanted to bring down the DRC government. Finally, security forces, they moved in and they killed some of them. And among them was Christian Malanga himself, and 3 other people, and the rest of them are now the people who have now faced this trial in Kinshasa.
Congo has seen several coup attempts in the past decades. What makes this case so special?
Yeah, what makes it special is that we have lots of people from abroad who were involved. So first of all, it's Christian Malanga himself, but also his son. He's a 22-year-old guy. And during the process, he has always said that he's innocent, that he didn't even know what his father was up to, that he's an authoritarian guy who forced him to go with him. And he even brought a friend with him, Tyler Thompson, also 22 years old, also from the US. And those guys, they were playing soccer before, and now finally they ended up in this situation. And they are very strange figures as well. There's a guy called Benjamin Zalman, US citizen as well, who's been known to be a cannabis entrepreneur, but also been known for doing investment in mining in Africa. He was among them. So cases where it's still not really sure what they have really been up to. But in a way, it's not that much of a surprise, because the DRC has a very big diaspora, people living abroad. And so you find Congolese people who have now different passports. There's also Jacques Wondo. He's a military expert. He's been associated with the DRC Secret Service, and he's now Belgian citizen. And to the surprise of many, he was also now sentenced to death in this trial in Kinshasa, DRC.
DW correspondent Jonas Gerding in Kinshasa, Congo, with the latest tonight. Jonas, thank you.